All right, welcome back. My name is Jeremiah with From Field to Plate. I'll teach you guys a quick tip on how to get rust out of your cast iron. Sometimes we leave water in it. Sometimes you find a cast iron at a Goodwill or at a yard sale, but it's all rusty. That doesn't mean that your cast iron is no good. Some simple tricks on how to get that rust out. Typically, we don't ever want to put soap in our cast iron, but we're going to put just a dab of soap in there when it's rusty. The reason we're not adding soap is that we don't want to de-season our cast irons by adding soap. But since we need to remove that rust, we're going to take away the seasoning anyway. So we'll teach you how to re-season that in just a second. You're going to add just a little bit of water, and you get your steel wool brush. What you're going to do is you're going to go in a circular motion around all that rust. That soap's going to help clean off that rust, clean the surface rust. Well, that steel wool is going to take out all the remaining rust itself. The reason we're using steel wool is that it's not going to scratch this up. It's just going to help get that rust off. Now you might notice that there might be just some discoloration where the rust was sitting. That's because it's not seasoned. There's going to be different anodization on where that rust was. So we're going to work that around as much and as fast as we can. Make sure to get all that rust out. We're going to dump it. We're going to rinse it with clean water to get all the soap out of that cast iron. And then we're going to season it. You're going to be amazed at what it looks like when we get done. If you get in there and after you rinse off some of that soap, you see there's still some pockets of rust, go back in there and continue to scrub where that rust was. Now there's many different ways to do this. You can heat it up real hot, add some oil and do this. But for a lot of people, you don't have that big open fire to get it as hot as you need. Just get some water, get some soap, and a steel wool brush, and some good old-fashioned elbow grease, just like Grandma used to do. And you can actually clean that cast iron off. All right, so now that I've rinsed it out, we'll show you real quick. All the rust has been removed. There's still a little bit of discoloration in there. That's just from where the rust itself penetrated into the actual cast iron. We're gonna head over to the fire. We're gonna show you how to re-season this cast iron and finish it out. All right, now that we have our cast iron on our open fire, what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat that up as hot as we can until it starts to smoke itself. That's gonna actually start to allow the cast iron to open up a little bit, allow our oils to actually penetrate. There's a couple different oils that you can use. You can use bacon fat, which is one of my favorite methods. Cook a bunch of bacon in that, take the bacon out, let the fat actually sit in there, kind of harden up again, reheat it again, and do it. But since we don't have any bacon with us, we're going to use our next best thing, which is actually going to be pure canola oil. We're going to put just enough canola oil on the bottom of that cast iron to cover it. We're then going to kind of roll it around a little bit, and we're actually going to bring that up to where it starts to almost smoke but not catch fire. What that's going to do is all that oil is going to start sucking down into that cast iron. It's going to fill all those pockets where the rust was actually starting to eat away at that cast iron. And it's going to allow that cast iron to start to open up again and really bring new life to that cast iron. All right, now that the oil is starting to dance, which means the oil is going to start to move and flow, we're going to kind of roll it around a little bit and allow all that oil to keep getting in there. Once all the oil starts to dance, it looks like there's waves of the ocean going across the oil. We're going to take that oil out of the pan, put it into a cup, put it into whatever you got to do so you can get rid of that oil. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to show you how to wipe this down and keep it nice and shiny and season it. To do a true season, we would do this 2, 3, maybe 4 times over and over and over again to really kind of build that in. So this method we're going to do, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Everything but the soap, no more soap at all. We're going to heat it up. We're going to dump the oil. We're going to heat it up. We're going to dump the oil, heat the oil, dump the oil, all the way down to where it's done, and then we're going to clean it all out.